Did you know that over 1.5 billion people worldwide use English for business and finance? If you work in banking, finance, or business, mastering the right English phrases can make a huge difference in your professional success. Whether you're handling customer inquiries, processing transactions, or discussing loans, using clear and professional English helps you build trust and advance in your career. Hi, I'm Jer, and this is Learning English Pro, the channel where professionals like you excel at English and advance in their careers. In today's lesson, I'll guide you through 100 essential banking phrases organized into 10 key categories. Each phrase comes with a detailed explanation, so you'll know exactly how to use it in real-life banking situations. Exclusive for student members, I've created a PDF guide with all the phrases from this lesson, so you can review, study, and practice at your own pace. To access the PDF and all my other exclusive resources, join the student membership with Learning English Pro. The link is in the video description. Also, I've added my masterclass for accountants at the end of this lesson, so when we're finished with our 100 phrases, just keep watching. You'll find timestamps in the video description to help you navigate through the content. Okay, let's get started on our first category for banking, opening and managing accounts. When working in banking, helping customers open and manage their accounts is a fundamental task. These phrases are essential for explaining procedures, verifying details, and offering account-related assistance. How can I assist you with opening a new account today? With this phrase, we are offering assistance to a customer who wants to open an account. It's a polite and professional way to start a banking transaction. We need to verify your identity before proceeding with the account setup. This phrase indicates that ID verification is required for security and compliance reasons before opening an account. Would you like a checking account or a savings account, or both? Here we are presenting options for the customer, helping them choose the type of account that suits their needs. Please provide proof of address and a valid form of identification. This sentence highlights the standard documentation required when opening an account, ensuring compliance with banking regulations. Your account comes with online banking access and a debit card. Would you like me to explain how to activate them? With this phrase, we are introducing key account features and offering further guidance on their use. Your opening deposit must meet the minimum balance requirement for this account type. This phrase informs the customer of financial requirements associated with their chosen account. Would you like to set up direct deposit for your salary? This question asks whether the customer wants their paycheck automatically transferred into their account, a convenient banking feature. We offer overdraft protection. Would you like to enroll in this service? Here we are informing the customer about an optional feature that helps prevent overdraft fees and declined transactions. You can access your statements online or opt for paper statements mailed to you. What do you prefer? This sentence gives the customer a choice in how they receive their banking documents, ensuring clarity in communication. If you have any issues, you can contact our customer service hotline or visit a branch. Here we are providing the customer with important support options for future banking needs. Let's move on to our next topic, which is deposits and withdrawals. Handling deposits and withdrawals is a core function in banking. These phrases help facilitate smooth transactions while ensuring clarity and accuracy. How much would you like to deposit today? With this phrase, we are inviting the customer to specify the amount they wish to deposit, making the process clear and efficient. Would you like to deposit this amount into your checking or savings account? This question asks the customer to specify which account should receive the deposit. For cash deposits above a certain amount, we may require additional verification. This phrase highlights security measures in place to prevent fraud and ensure compliance with banking regulations. Would you like to withdraw this amount in smaller denominations? Here we are offering the customer the option of receiving their cash in smaller bills for convenience. Please sign the withdrawal slip before I process your transaction. Here we are indicating the need for a signature as part of the standard banking process. For withdrawals exceeding the daily amount, you may need to visit a branch or request manager approval. With this phrase, we are explaining withdrawal limits and the steps required to access larger sums of money. Your deposit has been successfully processed, and the funds will be available in your account shortly. This phrase reassures the customer that their transaction has been completed and sets expectations for fund availability. Would you like a printed receipt or an email confirmation? Here we are giving the customer an option for how they would like to receive proof of their transaction. Please ensure all cash and checks are counted before leaving the counter. This phrase reminds the customer to double-check their transaction to avoid discrepancies later. You can use our ATM or mobile banking app for deposits and withdrawals outside of branch hours. This sentence highlights alternative banking options for added convenience. You're doing great. It's time for our third topic, online and mobile banking. Digital banking is an essential part of modern finance. These phrases help guide customers in using online and mobile banking services. Have you registered for online banking? It allows you to manage your account anytime, anywhere. With this phrase, we are introducing the benefits of online banking and encouraging customers to sign up. You can check your balance, transfer funds, and pay bills through our mobile banking app. This sentence highlights the key features of mobile banking, emphasizing convenience. For security reasons, never share your online banking password with anyone. Here we are advising customers on cybersecurity best practices to protect their accounts. If you forget your password, you can reset it through the Forgot Password option on our website. This phrase explains the process of regaining access to an online banking account. Would you like to enable two-factor authentication for added security? With this question, we are offering an additional layer of protection for online banking users. Your online banking session will automatically log out after a period of inactivity for security purposes. This sentence explains a security feature designed to protect customer information. To deposit a check through mobile banking, simply take a photo of the front and back. Here we are explaining how mobile check deposits work, making it easy for customers to use. You can set up automatic bill payments to avoid missing due dates. This phrase highlights a useful feature that ensures timely payments and better financial management. We recommend updating your banking app regularly to access the latest features and security updates. This sentence informs the customer about the importance of keeping their app up to date. If you receive a suspicious email about your account, do not click any links. Contact us immediately. With this phrase, we are warning customers about phishing scams and reinforcing security awareness. Our fourth topic deals with credit and loans. Banking professionals often assist customers with credit and loan applications. These phrases help explain borrowing options and financial responsibilities. Are you interested in applying for a personal loan, a business loan, or a mortgage? With this question, we are identifying the type of loan the customer needs. Your loan eligibility will depend on your credit score and financial history. This phrase explains the key factors that influence loan approval. We offer competitive interest rates on our loan products. Would you like me to go over the details? Here we are presenting the benefits of the bank's loan services and inviting further discussion. The repayment period for this loan is 5 years with fixed monthly payments. This sentence clarifies the loan's repayment terms to ensure transparency. Would you like to discuss a pre-approval to see how much you qualify for? With this phrase, we are offering a preliminary step before a formal loan application. If you make early payments, you may be able to reduce your overall interest costs. This sentence highlights a financial strategy that benefits borrowers. A secured loan requires collateral, while an unsecured loan does not. Would you like more information on the differences? Here we are explaining the two main types of loans and inviting further discussion. Your credit card limit is based on your income and credit worthiness. This phrase explains how the bank determines credit limits for customers. Missing payments can negatively impact your credit score and lead to late fees. This sentence warns customers about the consequences of failing to make timely payments. Would you like to set up automatic payments to avoid missing your due date? With this phrase, we are offering a simple solution to ensure on-time payments. Our fifth category brings us to customer inquiries and problem solving. In banking, responding to customer inquiries and resolving issues efficiently is crucial. These phrases help in providing professional and helpful support. How can I assist you with your banking needs today? With this phrase, we are opening a customer interaction with a welcoming and helpful tone. Let me check your account details and see how I can help. This sentence reassures the customer that we are actively working on their request. I see that there is a pending transaction on your account. Would you like me to explain it? Here we are addressing a common customer concern and offering clarification. Your card may have been declined due to insufficient funds or a security block. This phrase explains two possible reasons for a declined transaction. Would you like me to submit a dispute for this unauthorized charge? With this question, we are assisting a customer in addressing a fraudulent or incorrect transaction. We appreciate your patience while we investigate this issue. This sentence acknowledges the customer's time and reassures them that we are working on a solution. Your account was temporarily locked due to multiple incorrect login attempts. Let's reset your access. Here we are explaining a security measure and offering a solution to regain access. I understand your frustration, and I will do my best to resolve this for you. This phrase shows empathy and a commitment to helping the customer. The fee on your account is due to a minimum balance requirement. Would you like me to explain our fee structure? This sentence provides clarity on why a charge was applied and offers further explanation if needed. Let me connect you with a specialist who can assist you further. With this phrase, we are smoothly transitioning the customer to the appropriate expert for their concern. Next up, we have investments and wealth management. Many banking professionals help clients grow their wealth through investments. These phrases are useful when discussing financial planning and investment options. Are you interested in short-term or long-term investment opportunities? With this question, we are identifying the customer's investment goals and timeline. Diversifying your portfolio can help risk and improve returns. This phrase highlights a key investment strategy that balances risk and reward. This mutual fund offers a mix of stocks and bonds. Would you like me to review the details? Here we are introducing an investment product and inviting the customer to learn more. Your risk tolerance will determine the best investment strategy for you. This sentence explains that different investments carry different levels of risk depending on the customer's comfort level. This account offers compound interest, meaning your earnings generate additional returns over time. With this phrase, we are explaining the concept of compound interest, which helps grow wealth over time. Would you like to set up a retirement savings plan to secure your financial future? This question introduces the importance of planning for retirement and offers assistance in doing so. Market fluctuations can impact your investments, so it's important to think long-term. Here we are advising the customer to stay patient and focused on long-term financial goals despite market changes. This investment carries a fixed interest rate, meaning you'll receive consistent returns. This phrase explains the stability of fixed income investments like bonds. Would you like to schedule a financial planning session to review your investment goals? This sentence offers personalized guidance to help customers plan their financial future. Our wealth management services provide expert advice to help grow your assets. With this phrase, we are promoting professional financial services that assist customers in managing their wealth. Our next batch of phrases relate to the important topic of fraud prevention and security. Security is a top priority in banking. These phrases help educate customers on protecting their accounts and responding to fraud. Never share your PIN or online banking password with anyone. With this phrase, we are emphasizing a key security rule to protect customers from fraud. If you notice any suspicious activity on your account, report it to us immediately. This sentence encourages customers to be proactive in monitoring their accounts for fraud. For security reasons, we will never ask for your password over the phone or via email. Here we are warning customers about phishing scams and fraudulent requests. Would you like to enable alerts for any unusual activity on your account? This question offers customers a useful security feature to detect fraud early. Your card has been temporarily blocked due to suspected fraudulent activity. Let's review your transactions. This phrase reassures the customer that their bank is actively monitoring for fraud while also ensuring they regain access to their account. Always check the website address before entering your banking details online. Here we are advising customers on how to avoid phishing websites that mimic legitimate banks. If your debit or credit card is lost or stolen, report it immediately to prevent unauthorized use. This sentence highlights the importance of quick action in preventing fraudulent transactions. Our bank uses encryption technology to keep your transactions secure. With this phrase, we are explaining how banks protect customer data and transactions. Would you like to add biometric authentication, such as fingerprint or facial recognition, for extra security? This question offers an additional security measure to protect digital banking access. If you receive a call asking for personal banking details, hang up and contact us directly. This phrase warns customers about phone scams and encourages them to verify requests with their bank. We are already on our 8th topic. Well done for sticking out through the lesson so far. This topic is international banking and foreign exchange. Customers who travel, send money abroad, or do business internationally need banking services that involve foreign exchange. These phrases help explain those services. Would you like to exchange currency for your upcoming trip? With this question, we are offering foreign exchange services to travelers. Our current exchange rate for US dollars to euro is 1.10. Would you like to proceed with the exchange? This sentence provides the latest exchange rate and confirms the transaction. International wire transfers may take a few business days to process. Here we are setting expectations for customers transferring money abroad. Would you like to set up a multi-currency account for your international transactions? This phrase introduces a banking solution for customers who deal with multiple currencies. Foreign transaction fees apply when using your card abroad. Would you like to review our fee structure? With this sentence, we are informing customers about potential costs for international card usage. This account offers fee-free international ATM withdrawals. Here we are highlighting a benefit for frequent travelers or those working abroad. To send money overseas, we need the recipient's bank details and SWIFT or BIC code. This phrase explains the required information for an international money transfer. Would you like to lock in today's exchange rate for a future transfer? This question offers a financial strategy to protect customers from exchange rate fluctuations. Some international transfers require additional verification for security purposes. With this phrase, we are explaining why certain transactions may take longer or require extra steps. If you receive foreign currency payments, we can help you set up an account that minimizes conversion fees. This sentence provides a banking solution for customers who regularly deal with foreign income. Our second last topic for this lesson is business banking and corporate accounts. Companies rely on banks for financial services. These phrases help assist business clients with their banking needs. Are you looking for a business checking account or a merchant services account? With this question, we are identifying the type of business account the client needs. We offer business loans and credit lines to help with cash flow management. This phrase introduces financing options for business clients. Would you like to set up payroll services to automate employee payments? Here we are offering a solution for handling employee salaries efficiently. Your business account includes access to invoicing and payment processing tools. This sentence highlights value-added services for business banking clients. To open a business account, we need your company's registration details and tax identification number. With this phrase, we are informing clients about the documentation required. Would you like to schedule a financial consultation to discuss your company's banking needs? This question offers expert guidance tailored to business clients. This account offers higher transaction limits for business owners handling large volumes of payments. Here, we are explaining a key benefit of business banking. We offer merchant services to help you accept credit and debit card payments from customers. This phrase introduces a solution for businesses that process customer payments. You can integrate your business account with accounting software for easy financial tracking. This sentence highlights a feature that simplifies business financial management. Would you like to apply for a business credit card with rewards on company expenses? With this phrase, we are promoting a useful financial tool for business clients. And now it's on to our final and 10th topic, general banking phrases for everyday use. These final phrases are useful in a variety of banking situations, from customer service to financial advice. They help ensure smooth and professional communication. Let me know if you need any further assistance. With this phrase, we are inviting the customer to ask additional questions, ensuring they feel supported. I'll process that request for you right away. This sentence reassures their customer that their transaction or inquiry is being handled promptly. Your account balance as of today is $3,450. Here we are providing a customer with their current account balance in a clear and professional manner. To ensure accuracy, let's review the details of your request. This phrase emphasizes the importance of verifying information before completing a transaction. I'm happy to explain any fees or charges you see on your account statement. With this sentence, we are encouraging transparency and helping customers understand their transactions. Your security is our top priority. Please let us know if you notice anything unusual. This phrase reinforces the bank's commitment to fraud prevention and customer protection. Would you like me to walk you through the steps to complete this transaction? Here we are offering guidance to customers who may be unfamiliar with the banking process. I appreciate your patience while I finalize this for you. This sentence acknowledges the customer's time and reassures them that their request is being completed. Our goal is to provide excellent service. Please let us know how we can assist you better. With this phrase, we are demonstrating a commitment to customer satisfaction and continuous improvement. Thank you for banking with us. Have a great day. This phrase closes the conversation on a friendly and professional note, leaving the customer with a positive impression. Well done, you've done great work today and now have 100 essential banking phrases to use in your workplace. Keep practicing these phrases and soon they'll feel natural in your conversations with clients and colleagues. Student members, don't forget to download your exclusive PDF guide for this lesson. It's packed with all the phrases and explanations we covered today. And if you're not a member yet, you can join the student membership to get access to this and all my learning resources. The link is in the video description. And stay tuned because next up is my English Masterclass for Accountants. This is a deep dive into the language of finance, so just keep watching when this lesson ends. You'll find timestamps in the description to help you navigate the content. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next lesson. Did you know over 90% of the world's financial records are written in English? Whether you're working in corporate finance, bookkeeping, or auditing, mastering accounting vocabulary is essential for success. In this lesson, you'll learn 20 essential accounting terms, from ledgers to liabilities, with clear definitions, examples, and with each term, you'll get a quiz to test your understanding. Hi, I'm Jer, and this is Learning English Pro, the home of professional English. Student members of my channel should head over to the membership tab to download the PDF guide that comes along with this lesson. It's filled with all the content from today's video, along with additional exercises and reading. If you want to join student membership, click the link in the video description to really boost your professional English know-how. And stay tuned after this lesson for my masterclass in accounting vocabulary. I'm stacking lots of individual lessons into this video. They're all timestamped in the video description so you can navigate to the lesson of your choice. This extended video is great for active learners. Pick the lesson you want, get a pen and paper, find somewhere quiet, and really hone in on the language. If you're a passive listener, put this lesson on in the background and go about your day, kind of like the radio. This is a great way to engage your passive learning skills. Okay, so let's get ready and start our lesson, and we're beginning with some nouns. Remember, we're covering the pronunciation, definition, and I'm going to give you an example to understand the context. Then after each term, there'll be a quick quiz question to check your understanding. Our first term is ledger. Ledger. A ledger is a book or system for recording financial transactions. Let's take a look at our example. All company expenses are recorded in the general ledger. And now it's time for our first question to check your comprehension. Which of these would you not expect to find in a company's ledger? Sales revenue, expenses, employee birthdays, or supplier payments? And the correct answer is C. Employee birthdays would not be found in a company's ledger. Balance sheet. Balance sheet. A balance sheet is a financial statement showing assets, liabilities, and equity. The balance sheet helps businesses understand their financial health. Which of these terms is a synonym for balance sheet? Statement of financial position or bank account? The correct answer is A. Statement of financial position. Our third term is liability. Liability. Liability means a financial obligation or debt. Our example sentence: the company's biggest liability is its outstanding loans. Which of these is an example of a liability? A mortgage, company profits, office furniture, or software? The correct answer is mortgage, which of course is a type of bank loan. Asset. Asset. An asset is anything of value owned by a company or individual. Real estate and cash reserves are common business assets. Our question is, which word is a synonym of asset? Input, customers, employees, or capital? And the correct term is capital. Capital represents financial resources or valuable items owned by a business. Let's move on to revenue. Revenue. Revenue is the total income generated by a business. The company's revenue increased by 15% this quarter. Revenue is sometimes called A. Net income, B. Gross sales, C. Liabilities, or D. Equity. The answer is B. Gross sales. This refers also to the total income before expenses. Next up, we have expense. Expense. This word means the money spent to run a business. Rent and salaries are examples of business expenses. Which of these is an operating expense? Employee salaries, customer payments, outstanding loans, or shareholder dividends? Yes, the correct answer is A, employee salaries. If you're enjoying this business English lesson, you should check out my complete professional English course. It's a massive 12-hour video, and for my student members, it has a massive PDF guide that comes along with it. The link for this video is waiting for you in the video description. Our next word is depreciation. Depreciation. This is a key business English word, and it means the reduction in value of an asset over time. Our example sentences: companies calculate depreciation for tax purposes. Which of these assets is most likely to depreciate over time? A. Copyrights, B. Savings, C. Land, or D. Delivery van? The correct answer is D. Delivery van. Equity. Equity. The definition for equity is the value remaining after liabilities are deducted from assets. Our example sentences: shareholders are interested in the company's equity growth. Let's check out our question. Which term is a synonym of equity? Gross worth, total worth, net worth, or gained worth? Our correct answer is C, net worth. Let's move on to audit. Audit. An audit is a financial inspection to ensure accuracy and compliance. The company undergoes an annual audit to verify its financial statements. Which type of company is most likely to be audited? A. A bakery, B. Clothing store, C. A bank, or D. A local cafe? And yes, the answer is C. A bank. Our next term is an important business English word: invoice. Repeat after me. Invoice. An invoice is a document requesting payment for goods or services. The supplier sent an invoice for the materials delivered. Which word is a synonym for the noun invoice? Bill, email, ledger, or check? Our correct answer is A, bill. Now it's time to have a look at some accounting verbs. And first up, we have reconcile. Reconcile. To reconcile is to match financial records with actual transactions. It's important to reconcile the bank statements every month. Which sentence correctly uses the verb reconcile in a business context? The accountant reconciled the company's bank statements. The manager reconciled the computer before sending the email. The correct answer is A. The accountant reconciled the company's bank statements. Our next verb is deduct. Deduct. Deduct means to subtract expenses from taxable income. You can deduct business expenses to lower your tax bill. Let's take a look at our question. Which word is a synonym for deduct? Multiply, minus, manage, or balance? The correct answer is B, minus. Accrue. Accrue. The verb accrue means to accumulate over time, especially financial obligations. Interest on the loan will accrue if not paid on time. What is the most likely to accrue over time? Supplies, meetings, interest on a loan, or policies? The correct answer is C, interest on a loan. We covered this word earlier as a noun, but it's also a verb. Invoice. As a verb, to invoice means to send a bill for services rendered. The freelancer invoiced the client for the completed project. If a client does not pay an invoice on time, the company might send a refund, report, a business proposal, or a reminder notice. The correct answer is D, a reminder notice. Our next verb is a real accountancy term. Amortize. Amortize. The meaning of amortize is to gradually reduce a debt through payments. Our example sentence is, the mortgage is amortized over 30 years. Our question is, which sentence correctly uses the term amortize in a business context? A. She amortized her cash by organizing it into wallets. Or B. The company plans to amortize the cost of new equipment over 5 years. The correct answer is B. And next we have a word we've already seen. Audit. Audit. And the verb audit means to inspect financial records for accuracy. Let's use it in a sentence. The company hired an external firm to audit its accounts. Which word is a synonym for audit? Examination, experiment, example, or exalt? The correct answer is A, examination. Let's move on to our final section where we cover some adjectives relating to accounting. Profitable. Profitable. This adjective means to be producing more revenue than expenses. The new product line has been highly profitable. Let's take a look at our question. If a company is said to be profitable, it might be called A. Bankrupt, B. Failing, C. Lucrative, or D. Startup. And the correct answer is C. Lucrative. Our next adjective is solvent. Solvent. We can use this word to describe when a business is able to meet financial obligations. The company remains solvent despite economic challenges. Which of these best describes a solvent company? It's losing money. It has more assets than liabilities. It relies on bank loans. It has unpaid invoices. And the correct answer is B. It has more assets than liabilities. Our next term is a bit of a mouthful. Tax deductible. Tax deductible. When something is tax deductible, it means it is eligible to be subtracted from taxable income. Charitable donations are tax deductible. Let's take a look at our question. Which business expense is most likely to be tax deductible? Employee salaries, personal shopping, stock, or office supplies? The correct answer is office supplies. Our next term is outstanding. Outstanding. Used generally, outstanding means that something is pretty good. But in the world of accounting, if something is outstanding, it means it is unpaid or due for settlement. Let's take a look at our example. The company still has outstanding invoices from the last quarter. Let's check our comprehension with our question. If a company has outstanding payments, it means it is doing exceptionally well, it has large profits, it has unpaid bills, or it has received extra tax refunds. And yes, the answer is C. It has unpaid bills. Well done, you've just learned 20 business terms related to accounting. With each term, you've learned the pronunciation, definition, context, and checked your understanding. Student members of the channel, don't forget to check out the PDF guide that comes along with this lesson. And if you want to join, the link is in the video description. And don't go anywhere, we're only getting started. Coming right up is my lesson on investment types English vocabulary. If you've enjoyed this lesson, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Hello and welcome to Learning English Pro. Today we're delving into the world of investments, where we will break down different types of investments and explore the relevant vocabulary associated with each. So if you're ready, let's jump right in. And let's begin with stock market investments. A stock market, in brief, is a centralized marketplace where stocks are bought and sold by investors. Stocks, also known as equities or shares, represent ownership in a corporation or company. When you own a stock, you essentially own a portion of that company. Companies issue stocks to raise capital for various purposes, such as expanding their operations, investing in new projects, or reducing debt. Dividends are payments made by a corporation to its shareholders out of its profits or retained earnings. These payments are typically distributed regularly, often on a quarterly basis, as a way for the company to share its financial success with its investors. And a portfolio is the collection of stocks and securities owned by an investor. Let's move on to bond investments, which are known for their stability. Here are some relevant terms. Bonds are debt securities. This is where an investor loans money to an entity in exchange for periodic interest payments and the return of the bond's face value at maturity. The coupon rate is the interest rate that a bond pays annually, and the maturity date is the date when a bond's principal is due to be repaid. Now let's take a look at a category that encompasses both stocks and bonds, securities. These are financial instruments representing ownership or financial interests in various entities. They play a crucial role in investment markets, offering a wide range of opportunities for investors. Real estate investments involve properties, where you buy properties in order to generate additional income or capital. The term real estate means land and any property attached to it. A common way to gain income from real estate investments is rental income. This is money earned by leasing or renting out your investment properties. Property management is an important aspect of real estate investment, and it relates to the administration, operation, and oversight of real estate properties on behalf of property owners or investors. It involves a wide range of responsibilities aimed at maintaining and maximizing the value of real estate assets. Let's move on to mutual funds. Mutual funds pool money from various investors to buy a diversified portfolio. Key terms include NAV or net asset value. This is the per share market value of a mutual fund. The expense ratio is the cost of managing a mutual fund expressed as a percentage of assets under management. In relation to investments, diversification means spreading investments across various assets to reduce your risk. Our fifth type of investment is commodities investment. Commodities are tangible goods that can be bought or sold. Here are some terms related to this type of investments. Which goods can we consider commodities? Well, commodities can be raw materials or primary agricultural products that can be bought and sold, such as gold, oil, wheat, art, wine, you name it. There are lots of different types of commodities in that market. An essential term of the commodities investments market is future contracts. These are agreements to buy or sell a commodity at a specified future date and price. And the spot price is the current market price for immediate delivery of a commodity. An investment type which is always a hot topic is cryptocurrency investments. These are digital or virtual currencies that use cryptography for security. Here are some essential terms. Bitcoin was the very first cryptocurrency, and it is the most well-known, often referred to as digital gold. A crucial term for understanding cryptocurrency is the blockchain. This is a distributed ledger technology that underlies most cryptocurrencies. And if you have cryptocurrency, you're going to need a wallet. This is a digital tool for storing, sending, and receiving cryptocurrencies. Moving along to private equity investments. Private equity involves investing in privately held companies. And the investment management company that invests in private companies is known as a private equity firm. Venture capital is the funding provided to startup and small businesses in exchange for equity. And if you remember from earlier, an equity equals a share in the company. A leveraged buyout, or an LBO, is the acquisition of a company using significant amount of borrowed funds. Our final investment type is a hedge fund investment. Hedge funds are investment funds that employ various strategies to generate returns. Alpha is a measure of an investment's return relative to its risk. Short selling is the practice of selling borrowed assets with the hope of buying them back at a lower price. Our final term is high frequency trading, or HFT. This is a trading strategy that uses advanced algorithms for rapid buying and selling of assets. Hello and welcome back to Learning English Pro. In this lesson, we're going to take a look at vocabulary and terminology relating to economics. You'll learn 15 fundamental economic terms that will help you grasp the complexities of the financial world. Let's jump straight in. And our first term is supply and demand. These are fundamental forces that dictate the prices of goods and services in a market. Supply refers to the quantity available, while demand represents how much people want it. Prices rise when demand exceeds supply, and prices fall when supply exceeds demand. Let's move on to our next term. Inflation. Inflation is the increase in the general price level of goods and services over time, resulting in the loss of purchasing power for a currency. It's measured by the Consumer Price Index, or the CPI, which we'll get into later. The opposite of inflation is deflation. This is where prices decrease over time. It can lead to reduced consumer spending and economic stagnation. Gross Domestic Product, or GDP, measures the economic performance of a country. It's the total value of all goods and services produced within a nation's borders in a given time period. A related term is GDP per capita. This is the average income of a country's citizens and is calculated by dividing the GDP by the population. It reflects the standard of living in a nation. Let's move on to our next term, fiscal policy. This involves government actions concerning taxation and expenditure to influence the economy. Governments use fiscal policy to stabilize economic growth, control inflation, and reduce unemployment. Another type of policy you may hear about in economics is monetary policy. This is the management of the money supply and interest rates by a central bank. It plays a crucial role in controlling inflation and maintaining economic stability. A recession is a significant decline in economic activity, often marked by reduced consumer spending, business investments, and high unemployment rates. A budget deficit happens when a government spends more money than it collects in taxes. It's usually funded by borrowing, leading to national debt. A trade balance refers to the difference between a country's exports and imports. A trade surplus happens when a country exports more than it imports, while a trade deficit is the opposite. Let's move on to look at different types of economies. A market economy is where prices are determined by supply and demand, and private individuals and businesses make most of the economic decisions. A mixed economy combines elements of both free market capitalism and government intervention. Governments regulate certain industries and provide essential services. Our next term is opportunity cost. This is the value of the next best alternative that must be forgone when a decision is made to allocate resources to one option instead of another. The Consumer Price Index, or CPI, measures changes in the cost of a basket of goods and services over time. It's used to gauge inflation and cost of living adjustments. Our final term is entrepreneurship. This involves identifying business opportunities, organizing resources, and taking risks to create and operate successful enterprises. Hello and welcome back to Learning English Pro. Today we're diving into the world of stock market investments and expanding your financial vocabulary. So whether you're an aspiring investor or simply curious about stock market, this video is for you. If you're ready, let's get started. Let's cover the basics. Stock markets are essential platforms where investors buy and sell ownership in companies. They help businesses raise capital, provide liquidity for investors, and set stock prices based on supply and demand. These markets offer diverse investment opportunities and act as economic indicators. Examples of stock exchanges include the New York Stock Exchange, the Nasdaq, the London Stock Exchange, and Tokyo Stock Exchange. Another fundamental term of stock market investments is shares, also known as stocks. These are units of ownership in a company. When you own shares of a company's stock, you own a portion of that company, and your ownership entitles you to a share of its profits and a say in certain corporate decisions. If you own shares or stocks in a company, you are known as a shareholder in that company. Dividends are payments made by a company to its shareholders as a reward for owning its stock. These payments come from the company's profits and are typically distributed regularly, providing shareholders with a portion of the company's earnings. Our next term is bull market. A bull market is a period in the financial markets characterized by rising stock prices, optimism amongst investors, and overall confidence in the economy. It's a time when investments tend to perform well, and there is a general belief that the upward trend will continue. The opposite of a bull market is a bear market. It's a period in the financial markets characterized by declining stock prices, pessimism amongst investors, and a lack of confidence in the economy. During a bear market, investments tend to not perform very well, and there is a belief that the downward trend will continue. Let's move on to portfolio. This is a collection of investments, such as stocks, bonds, and other assets, held by an individual or entity to achieve diversification and manage risk in their overall investment strategy. Portfolio diversification involves spreading your investments across different asset classes, such as stocks, bonds, and real estate, to reduce risk, as different types of investments may perform differently under various economic conditions, ultimately helping to achieve a more balanced and stable investment strategy. Stocks analysis is the process of evaluating stocks for investment, often using fundamental and technical analysis. Let's take a look at some of the ways stocks are valued. First up, we have the PE ratio. This is price to earnings ratio. This valuation metric is calculated by dividing a stock's price by its earnings per share. Another analysis metric is market capitalization. When you multiply the stock price by the number of shares, you get the total value of a company's outstanding shares of stock. Next up, we have some trading terminology. Blue chip stocks are stocks of large established companies with a history of stable performance. Day trading is the practice of buying and selling stocks within the same trading day. Let's move on to our next term, which is bid and ask prices. The bid price is the maximum price a buyer is willing to pay for a stock, while the ask price is the minimum price a seller is willing to accept. The difference between them is known as the bid-ask spread. The term volume refers to the total number of shares traded in a specific stock or the entire market within a given time frame. It can indicate the level of interest and liquidity in a stock. A market order is an instruction to buy or sell a stock immediately at the current market price. It guarantees execution, but may not guarantee a specific price. A limit order is an order to buy or sell a stock at a specific price or better. It ensures a specific price but does not guarantee execution if the market price doesn't reach the limit price. A stop-loss order is a predefined price level at which a stock is automatically sold to limit potential losses. It's a risk management tool used by traders. When it comes to the stock market, there are two different types of investors. A retail investor is an investor who buys and sells stocks for personal portfolios, while institutional investors are usually large organizations like mutual funds or pension funds that invest on behalf of others. Tutor and guide. Today we're diving into the world of mortgages and exploring some essential mortgage terms. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or simply looking to understand the process better, this video is for you. Our first term is the subject of our video, mortgage. A mortgage is a legal agreement between a borrower and a lender, typically a bank, that allows the borrower to obtain funds to purchase a home. The property itself serves as collateral for the loan, and the borrower makes regular payments including principal and interest until the loan is paid off. Next up, we have principal. The principal is the initial amount borrowed in a mortgage. It's the base amount on which interest is calculated. Over time, as you make payments, the principal balance decreases. Moving on to interest rates. This is the cost of borrowing money, expressed as a percentage. It determines how much you'll pay in interest over the life of your mortgage. Interest rates can be fixed or adjustable. A fixed-rate mortgage has a consistent interest rate throughout the life of the loan. It offers stability and predictable monthly payments. On the other hand, an adjustable rate mortgage or a variable rate mortgage has an interest rate that may change periodically. It often starts with a lower rate but can increase over time. The fixed rate period in an adjustable rate mortgage is the initial period during which the interest rate remains fixed before it begins to adjust periodically. Let's move on to down payment. The down payment is the initial amount paid by the home buyer when purchasing a property. It's typically a percentage of the home's purchase price, and a larger down payment often leads to more favorable mortgage terms. Our next term is amortization. It's the process of paying off your mortgage over time through regular payments, which include both principal and interest. Over the life of the loan, the proportion of principal and interest in each payment changes. Let's discuss escrow. An escrow account is set up to hold funds for property taxes and insurance. Part of your monthly mortgage payment goes into this account to ensure these expenses are paid when due. Next up, closing costs. These are fees and expenses associated with finalizing a mortgage and the purchase of a home. Closing costs include charges for services such as appraisal, title search, and legal fees. If you're interested in learning lots more related English vocabulary, check the links on screen and in my video description. On my channel, I have lots of English vocabulary videos relating to banking, finance, investments, real estate, and lots more. Let's get back to our lesson, and our next term is pre-approval. This is a crucial step in the home buying process. It is a preliminary assessment by the lender that determines how much you can borrow. This helps you understand your budget and increases your chances when buying a new home. PMI, or private mortgage insurance, is insurance that lenders require from borrowers who make a down payment of less than 20%. It protects the lender in case the borrower defaults on the loan. Refinance refers to the process of obtaining a new mortgage to replace an existing one. It's often done to secure a better interest rate or to change the terms of the loan. Our next term is equity. Your equity is the portion of your home's value that you own outright. It's the difference between the home's current market value and the outstanding balance on your mortgage. An appraisal is a professional assessment of a property's value. It's often required by lenders to ensure the property's worth is sufficient to cover the loan amount. Foreclosure is a legal process in which a lender takes possession of a property due to the borrower's failure to meet their mortgage obligations. It typically leads to the sale of the property to recover the loan amount. Our next term is closing disclosure. This is a document provided to the borrower at least 3 days before the mortgage closing. It outlines the final terms and costs of the loan, ensuring transparency in the transaction. Title insurance is a policy that protects the homeowner and the lender from financial loss due to disputes or defects in the property's title. It ensures that the property has a clear and marketable title. The mortgage origination fee is a charge imposed by the lender to cover the cost of processing and underwriting the loan. It's typically a percentage of the loan amount. A home equity line of credit is a type of loan that allows homeowners to borrow against the equity in their home. It provides a flexible source of funds that can be drawn upon as needed. English teacher. Today we've got an essential vocabulary lesson on real estate. So if you're ready, let's dive in. Our first term for our real estate vocabulary is property. Property refers to physical assets such as land, buildings, and everything permanently attached to them. These can include residential homes, commercial spaces, and even undeveloped land. Understanding the concept of property is fundamental to navigating the real estate world. A mortgage is a financial arrangement where a lender provides you with the necessary funds to purchase a property and you repay this loan over time with interest. It's a significant part of the home buying process and involves understanding terms like interest rates, down payments, and loan duration. Next up, we have the term landlord or landlady. Landlady really isn't used that much anymore. Landlord is a common term that you can use for both genders. The landlord is the individual or entity who owns the property you are renting or leasing. They are responsible for maintaining the property and ensuring your compliance with the lease agreement. Knowing the rights and responsibilities of both landlords and tenants is crucial for a smooth renting experience. And let's check out this term tenant. As a tenant, you are the renter or occupant of a property owned by a landlord. Tenants pay rent to landlords in exchange for the use of the property. An important term in real estate is lease. A lease is a legally binding contract that outlines the terms and conditions of your tenancy. It specifies the duration of your stay, rent payments, and any rules or regulations you must follow while living in the rented property. Leases can vary in length and complexity, so it's important to thoroughly read and understand the terms before signing. Residential properties are real estate assets designed for living, such as houses, apartments, and condominiums. While commercial property refers to real estate specifically used for business or income-generating purposes. This category includes properties like office buildings, retail spaces, industrial facilities, and warehouses. Let's move on to investment property. These are real estate assets purchased with the intention of generating income or making a profit. These can include rental properties, commercial real estate, or properties bought for future resale. Knowledge of investment property strategies is essential for real estate investors and real estate agents. A real estate agent is a professional who assists individuals in buying or selling property. They have a deep knowledge of the local real estate market, and their expertise is invaluable when navigating the complexities of real estate transactions. An appraisal is a professional assessment of a property's value. It is often conducted when buying or refinancing a property. An appraisal is often carried out by a real estate agent. Let's move along to our next term, foreclosure. Foreclosures happen when a property is repossessed by the lender due to the borrower's failure to make mortgage payments. It is a legal process that can result in the property being sold at auction. Let's move on to the term equity. This is the difference between the current market value of a property and the outstanding balance of the mortgage. It represents the homeowner's ownership stake in the property and can increase over time as the mortgage is paid down and the property's value appreciates. Closing costs are the expenses associated with finalizing a real estate transaction. They include fees for services like title searches, appraisals, and legal services. Buyers and sellers need to be aware of these costs as they can significantly affect the overall cost of a real estate transaction. A title is a legal document that proves ownership of a property. It includes details about the property's history, any liens, and the current owner. Ensuring the title is in order is essential to avoid potential legal disputes when buying or selling real estate. In British English, a title would be called a deed. The down payment is the initial payment made by the buyer when purchasing a property. It's typically expressed as a percentage of the property's purchase price. Once the down payment is paid, the house or property is secured for the buyer. A home inspection is a thorough examination of a property's condition, usually conducted by a licensed inspector. It helps buyers identify any potential issues or needed repairs before finalizing a purchase. A quality home inspection can save buyers from unexpected costs and problems.